Ethereum Classic value equivalent to 545.36 rands a coin. The present cost range 514.81 601.62. The earlier day close 595.89. The change was 50.53 848%. Backwards rate ZAR2 and so on. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for July 2024. Before all else cost at 599 rands. Excessive cost 734. While low cost 599. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 655. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 686, change for July 14.5%. Ethereum Classic conjecture for August 2024. Before all else cost at 686 rands. Excessive cost 789, while low cost 685. They found the middle value of cost 724. Ethereum Classic cost estimate toward the month's end 737, change for August 7.4%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for September 2024. First and foremost cost at 737 rands. Exorbitant cost 831, while low cost 723. They found the middle value of cost 767. Ethereum Classic cost estimate toward the month's end 777, change for September 5.4%. Ethereum Classic estimate for October 2024. First and foremost cost at 777 rands. Excessive cost 877, while low cost 763. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 809. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 820, change for October 5.5%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for November 2024. At the outset cost at 820 rands. Excessive cost 820, while low cost 678. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 762. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 729, change for November 11.1%. Ethereum Classic conjecture for December 2024. At the outset cost at 729 rands. Exorbitant cost 793, while low cost 689. They found the middle value of cost 738. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end 741, change for December 16%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for January 2025. In the first place cost at 741 rands, exorbitant cost 877, while low cost 741. They found the middle value of cost 795. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end 820, change for January 10.7%. Ethereum Classic gauge for February 2025. Before all else cost at 820 rands. Excessive cost 877, while low cost 763. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 820. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end 820, change for February's end%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for Walk 2025. Initially cost at 820 rands. Exorbitant cost 844. While low cost 734. They found the middle value of cost 797. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end 789, change for spring 38%. Ethereum Classic gauge for April 2025. In the first place cost at 789 rands. Exorbitant cost 819, while low cost 711. They found the middle value of cost 771. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end 765, change for April 3%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for May 2025. At the outset cost at 765 rands. Excessive cost 826, while low cost 718. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 770. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 772, change for May's 9%. Ethereum Classic figure for June 2025. Before all else cost at 772 rands. Excessive cost 959, while low cost 772. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 850. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end 896, change for June 16.1%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for July 2025. Initially cost at 896 rands. Excessive cost 974, while low cost 846. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 907. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end 910, change for July 16%. Ethereum Classic figure for August 2025. Initially cost at 910 rands. Excessive cost 990, while low cost 860. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 921. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end 925, change for August 16%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for September 2025. At the outset cost at 925 rands. Excessive cost 9025, while low cost 760. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 857. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 817, change for September 11.7%. Ethereum Classic conjecture for October 2025. At the outset cost at 817 rands. Excessive cost 817, while low cost 690. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 767. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 742, change for October 9.2%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for November 2025. Before all else cost at 742 rands. Excessive cost 742, while low cost 633. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 700. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end 681, change for November 8.2%. Ethereum Classic figure for December 2025. Initially cost at 681 rands. Excessive cost 845, while low cost 681. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 749. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end 790, change for December 16%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for January 2026. In the first place cost at 790 rands. Exorbitant cost 859, while low cost 747. Found the middle value of cost 800. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end 803, change for January 16%. Ethereum Classic gauge for February 2026. In the first place cost at 803 rands. Excessive cost 803, while low cost 674. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 751. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 725, change for February 9.7%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for Walk 2026. Before all else cost at 725 rands. Excessive cost 789, while low cost 685. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 734. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 737, change for spring 17%. Ethereum Classic conjecture for April 2026. Before all else cost at 737 rands. Exorbitant cost 915, while low cost 737. Found the middle value of cost 811. Ethereum Classic cost estimate toward the month's end 855, change for April 16%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for May 2026. In the first place cost at 855 rands. Exorbitant cost 1061.